like that where they will, hire you because they doing bulk hiring. But this was not. This was in over a hospital. I was being called to manage over a department in a hospital. So it was not just no NDO kind of job, but they hired me. But I didn't start to January the 15th, which was Martin Luther King's birthday. Rent is due on January the 1st. I did not have no rent money. I didn't have the money whatsoever. Nothing. Because I didn't plan on moving to Indianapolis, Indiana, but God called me to go. And I went in obedience. I'm saying, okay, what I'm going to do about this rent? I don't have the rent money. I had all the money to move into that place. And so when God wants to show himself strong, he will show himself strong. And so, however, January came. Rent is due. I don't have the money still. I'm believing God for the money, but it ain't came yet. Real talk. It did not come yet. So, however, I'm going about my day. I'm believing God for this money to come some way, somehow. Something's got to give, right? So, however, as the days goes by, I end up having a moment to myself in my room, and I was sitting praying, and I heard God say, "Embrace it." And I embraced where I was, that season I was in. I'm not going into too much detail because I talked about this last night, so I'm not going to go too much into that. But sometimes you got to embrace the season you're in. So I embraced it. And then maybe shortly after that, I ended up having a dream about the Lion's Den. So from some of y'all who are familiar with the Lion's Den, you know the story. And I know I was about to go into the Lion's Den. I was already entering Lion's Den, basically. And however, the mouth of the lion was going to be shut. And I say this to testify to you all today that the mouth of the lion is going to be shut on your life, on your behalf, if you're following and you're doing things God's way. And so, however, I did that, and I went, and not only did I go in terms of just going forward, keep on going forward, my mind was made, I was going to keep on going forward, put one foot in front of the other. I knew that I was going to that Lion's Den. I even shared that with a couple of close friends of mine who knew intimately what I was going through. And I know that people are going through different challenges even now. So I'm sharing this story to bring to a larger point if you're tracking with me. So I'm going somewhere with this story for the next couple of minutes. As it leads to a bigger point, a bigger argument, a bigger position. And so, however, I